So yeah, I have Julie Robson here with me today to discuss her journey. And well, yeah, I really want to normally start with these, with like what your life was like before you started the Master Menopause program that we call the MYM Club.
Right. Well, initially, I started to feel I was putting like a pound or a couple of pounds on every week. I'm very active in and around our farm. Always on the go till about 11 o'clock at night, get up at 7. And I just seemed to be getting fatter and fatter. My boobs were getting bigger. And then I was wearing sports clothes, which I wear all the time because you can move and bend quicker.
Yeah.
And one day, I had about 5 pairs of leggings to wash, and I literally couldn't get into any jeans or any other trousers that I owned. And I actually had to wear a dress and a pair of wellies. And I thought, this is it. I must go on a diet. And I don't believe in any of these Juice Plus things, Slimming World. All my friends have been on them for years, and they lose about a stone and then it all goes back on. And it is about health eating and exercise. And I knew with myself, the health eating probably wasn't a problem and the exercise wasn't a problem because I don't really drink, never smoked, and I don't have a sweet tooth, and I don't like chips or anything, and I don't do bread. But I was just getting fatter and fatter. And obviously it had to be hormonal. And I do believe the 7-day challenge, I think I came in and only did 4 days because it had already started. And from that point, that was the kickstart. I think it gave my body a shock. And then all of a sudden, it's about timed eating during the day. And I do think every individual is different. If you go to work very early or go to work late, you've got to master that round yourself. But the 2 meals a day was sufficient for me. And that was a massive kickstart. It was brilliant.
Awesome. So what results did you achieve inside the MYM Club over that 21-week period?
Within the 21-week period, I actually lost, it was, I think I came in at 10 stone 5 initially.
Yep.
And then I lost about 4 pounds on the 7-day challenge, which I only did 4 days of.
Wow.
And then I lost the full stone. So it was like a stone and a half, literally. It's brilliant.
Amazing. So what could have been like your main concern that could have prevented you from kind of joining the MYM Club, and what kind of reassured you?
I think my main thing was, internet fraud. I was thinking, is this a very clever website? Awful feeling. And then I signed up and gave my credit card details, and I went, like this. And then I was waiting anxiously, like, am I going to get that phone call? And then honestly, it was brilliant. And it was quite funny because the phone calls were really supportive. But I didn't want to tell my family what I was doing, because to them, oh, you're not fat, yeah, all right. And it wasn't about being fat, or, I know some people's got maybe 3, 4, 5 stone to lose. I had quite a small amount personally, but it's awful when you can't do what you used to do and you can't fit into your clothes. And it's like, a whole couple of wardrobes and you can't go into them. It's like a no-go area. So I used to take the phone calls actually in the greenhouse, and I used to pretend that I was doing the plants. And obviously it was midsummer, and I was like, "Hello, yeah, I'm doing fine."
Yeah, let's be quick. Let's be quick in case someone comes to the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So if somebody was on the fence about joining the MYM Club, what would you tell them and why?
I would say definitely do it. It's a life changer. But the thing is, it's stopping all these fad diets and even Weight Watchers and Slimming World. They all work, but you've got to actually change your whole lifestyle, and it's maintaining and continuing it. And I do find everybody that goes on these diets, they're paying their weekly subscriptions, but they don't actually change their lifestyles. And for instance, like Slimming World, like doing, I think it's diet chicken coke and stuff. I don't believe in any of them things, like it's like putting aspartame sweeteners into like your food, and you shouldn't be doing any of that. You should just go all natural, and it's great.
So if I want to know what life is like now for you, now that you've completed the 21-week program.
Oh, great. I've got lots of crazy clothes, and it's great. You can go into the cupboard and wear all the colourful stuff, and I don't care what I wear anymore. And I'm much happier myself, because I had this fear, I'm 53 now, and I thought, I'm going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. And then you've got to then succumb to being old, and I don't want to be old. So And now I've actually entered into, it's a 2,800 squat for the Teenage Cancer Trust, and that starts on the 1st of February. I'm doing that. We do have a gym in one of the sheds, and I'm adamant I'm going to start that after I finish all the squats.
Yeah.
And I've took on a few hobbies, like things around the farm. And I've actually started painting the house with lots of colours, apart from this room. And I don't know, I've had a new lease of life. It's great. Really
Love
good.
it.
I feel much happier.
Fantastic. So what made you happiest?
Energy levels have gone sky high.
I mean, I like to hear that. Quality of life is back. So what made you happiest about joining the MYM Club?
Happiest, I think it was so easy. You didn't have to tell everybody that you were doing it, which is great because it's like a bit of a secret to begin with. And it's just so easy to follow. That's the thing. The recipes and the downloads, they are absolutely fabulous. And I love the idea personally of the weekly diary sheet, because it's a bit like being a naughty person. Like, you haven't done your homework at school, and you haven't put this assignment in on time, and you've got to do it, and you panic and you go, oh my God, I didn't fill it in daily. But it's great because it's a bit like being naughty, and it's it teaches you to be more self-disciplined, to do stuff every day, and you have to fit it in, and you have to put yourself first before other people. Otherwise, it just all filters into your work and your home life, and it's like, oh, I'll cook for everybody. I'll do this to keep everybody else happy, and you have to do it and time it to fit in with what you want, and stop being this doormat to everybody else.
That's it. So I got a couple more. I really keen to know what exceeded your expectations since working with us.
I'm very, very impatient, and I didn't know how I was going to take to the £1, £2 weight loss a week. And I know when I've watched all my work colleagues going back to my 20s on Weight Watchers, Slimming World, all of them things, I used to think, oh, like, what's £1 and £2? Like, go for a run and stuff. But the older you get, you haven't actually got that energy when that sort of like happens. You can't be bothered. And I do believe the health eating and everything, it has given me more energy. And that £1 to £2 does actually all add up. And if you remember, I had about 6 weeks where I stuck and I never lost a pound. And I was going, no, I'm keeping on. And I did. And then eventually I hit my target goal. And every now and then now, I might go up £2 in weight, and then I go back down, and then maybe it's £2 back. You've got to realize that your body does fluctuate, and not to be too hard on yourself.
That's it. Yeah. Completely agree. So if you had one,
not looking at other people's shapes and sizes, because I've always had a big bust, and it's like, it's just one of them things. And I remember when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, I'm really fat. Look at the state of us. And it's not about that. But when you're younger, I think you do look at other people, and then the older you get, you just make the most of what you are and who you are as a person, rather than comparison. You can't do that.
Yeah, I love that. So if you had one takeaway from the MYM Club, what would it be?
I think it's personally being really isolated where we are. I don't see many people, and it's like a click away on a button. Brilliant. And it's people from all over the world. That's all weights, shapes, sizes, ages, early menopause, possibly through a hysterectomy. And then it's people in the latter stages of menopause, and it's just amazing. And it's still such a taboo subject that nobody wants to talk about. Apart from the MYM Club, which is
apart
great.
from us. Yeah. So if you had, I'll give you the space to say any final words.
Oh, I'm so grateful for finding the program, entering the program, and I think it was also give me the opportunity to cook new meals and enjoy them. And I do sit down now and enjoy food. It's great, rather than everything was always timed and it was what I had to do next and rushing around. But now I sit down and I enjoy my food, and I wear my best clothes, and I put my best perfume on, and I do whatever I want. It's brilliant. It's great.
And you look fantastic. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you for choosing us, MYM Club, to kind of on your journey. I really appreciate it, and appreciate what you've been in the community. And thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Dean. Thank you.
It's all right.